Mm. Good evening.
¿Cuántos profesores tenés en clase? Pero vos has dicho que trabajas hasta esa hora.
Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening.
Okay. Rael.
Hello.
Hello, teacher.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
teacher.
teacher.
It just started raining.
Yes, here in el tránsito is raining.
The Anderson is writing to it's raining, he says. Well, so how are you? We have Julia, Israel, Gabriela, Joshua, Wilmer, Anderson, Cecilia. How are you today? Natalie's coming too.
I'm pretty good, teacher.
Okay.
What about you?
I'm good too. I had a good day.
Okay.
Okay, what about the others? The others are so quiet.
Hello, teacher. I'm doing pretty good.
Okay, great.
It's raining.
Yeah, I guess it's raining in El Salvador because everybody's reporting rain. Okay, we have Hector Miguel now. So Cecilia, okay. Gabby, how are you?
I'm good, teacher.
Okay.
I'm really good today.
Great. Isn't it raining in your house?
Yeah, it's raining hard. But it's okay. I can hear you.
Yeah, okay. That's great. So let's start with a game. Let me look for it. And guess what? It's about the order of adjectives. Yeah, some of your classmates are writing to me. Okay, so it's about the adjective order. So let's see. We will have to
English adjective order. 33 practice exercises.
So tell me the order.
Major plumbing, major plumbing, major
Many,
Many,
huh?
Mayor.
Mayor,
major,
Plumbing.
plumbing. Yeah, very good. Next one.
His favorite Chinese.
his
His
favorite
Chinese food.
Yes. Next one.
pretty, pretty long blonde
Pretty.
hair.
pretty, long,
No.
blonde,
Hair. Very good.
Old,
old,
Black.
black,
Leather.
leather,
Good.
Little.
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 Uh-huh.
Poor white cat.
Poor white.
No, it is not
Little.
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 Uh-oh.
It's not a little.
Little.
Poor little.
Ah, okay.
Little.
Poor
Poor.
little
White cat.
white
Little.
cat.
Later.
White.
New.
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 Interesting.
No, it's not new.
No, no, no.
Well, interesting.
Interesting
New.
Japanese new.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Japanese.
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 No.
No, new
New
Japanese.
New Japanese.
New.
Interesting new Japanese painting. Uh-huh.
Yellow.
Yellow.
Hello.
Hindu.
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 Wedding.
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 Cool.
Cool.
Ooh.
Yes.
Blue. Mountain
Blue.
river.
Blue.
Mountain.
Mountain.
Mountain river.
River. Two.
Two yellow black.
Yellow
plastic.
plastic.
Two
Yellow. Plastic.
Chairs.
new red cotton
New
shirt.
red cotton.
New.
Orange shirt.
Red.
Cotton
Cotton.
shirt.
Good.
Small.
It's
Small.
Japanese
Black.
black
Small.
dog.
Black
Small.
Japanese.
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 No.
Black.
Black Japanese.
Japanese. Black.
Box.
Basic.
Basic Chinese.
Basic.
Professor Jean.
Chinese.
Basic.
Professor Jean.
Basic.
Professor.
Professor Shins.
Shins.
Basic.
Basic.
Chinese
Chinese class.
Chinese.
class.
Yes.
Long.
Long
Red.
red glass.
Long. Red. Glass.
Beautiful.
Large.
Beautiful.
Then
Large.
Fruit.
Fruit.
Bas-
Okay.
Huge.
Huge.
Huge. Huge.
Deadly.
Huge.
Deadly.
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 You.
Huge.
Huge.
Brown.
Brown spider.
Brown.
Two.
Two.
Wrong.
Two.
Brown. Kitchen.
Round. Kitchen.
And I don't know how many options it has in there ends. So we'll do the last one and then we will move on to another activity related to this topic, okay? So this is the last one. Tell me.
Small.
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 Round.
Round.
Green.
Green.
Okay, very good. So let's move on to the next activity. I will share later with you this link in case you want to continue practicing with this one. So right now I have another one. Yes. So welcome to the ones who weren't beginning. Good to see you. Okay, there is in the Zoom chat the link, and I will leave it in the WhatsApp chat too. So do the activity, and when you finish, send the result through the Zoom chat, okay? Through the Zoom chat. Do the activity by yourselves, okay? It has 3 exercises, but only do the first one, okay? Only do number 1.
Teacher. Just number 1, right?
Yes, only number 1.
Okay. It's um, do you like my expensive new shoes? Or which one? Mhm.
What was the question?
Yeah, the first,
Oh yeah, that's the one. Do you
the
like
first,
mine? Uh-huh.
uh-huh,
Yes, that's the one.
uh,
I finished, teacher.
Do you hear me? Oh, do you hear me?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Okay, so send your results through the Zoom chat, please. Israel already did it, but only Israel. And I bet everybody, almost everybody finished. So send your results in the Zoom chat, please.
I'm gonna do it again. I closed the result.
So there are a couple of you that wrote to me about having their cameras off because of the connection, because of connection problems, just, because of the rain, but the others must have their cameras on. So please, we need their cameras on. Forget it. Well, I only have 4 results. What are the other results? I'm sure you already finished. Okay, remember that I asked the results through the Zoom chat, not the WhatsApp chat, the Zoom chat, okay? I asked for the Zoom chat, not WhatsApp. Okay, I need them in Zoom, not in WhatsApp. Okay, so we will continue with the book. And if you finish, please continue sending the results, okay? Okay. So you're getting good results. That's nice. So let's continue with the book and with this activity. We already discussed the meanings. We already used them in one activity. So this is a review for you. Okay. So you are going to choose the words that are true for you. Then complete the sentences. Okay. You are going to choose the correct words that are true for you. And then you are going to complete a sentence. For example, you have, although I would like to live in this town forever. So this person chose would. Although I would like to live in this town forever, I will have to move if friends go out. Okay. You could use wouldn't and then continue the idea. Okay, finish the idea. So the word that you are going to choose depends on you, and the completeness of the idea also depends on you. Okay, so I'm gonna give you 4 minutes to do this activity alone. Okay, do you understand or do you need another explanation? Uh-huh. Hello.
Yeah, I got it, teacher.
What about the others? So do the activity, please. 4 minutes. Okay, who has number 2? Number 2.
There are a lot of things to do in this city. For that reason, I liked about this town. However, many restaurants, it's so expensive.
Many restaurants are.
Ours
Uh-huh.
are so
So
expensive.
expensive. Yeah. Okay, Marisa, number 3.
Teacher, even though finding an apartment is difficult in this town, I'll have to move it for my job.
Yeah. Number 4.
Who,
Number
teacher?
4. Okay, Luis.
Okay. Number 4, despite the high cost of living in this city, there are, despite the high cost of living in this city, there are a number of places that you can visit.
Despite a high cost of living, you see there are a number of places, right, that you can visit. Okay, good. Number 5. Number 5.
Uh, I teacher.
Okay, Anderson.
The winter here is very nice. On the other hand, the summer is very horrible.
Okay, thank you. Number 6. Who has number 6? Hector Miguel, do you have it?
Let me see. Mm.
Hello?
On the other hand, most places in this town close early. I lay in spite of that.
Okay, so you didn't need to add on the other hand, okay? You only had to choose early or late and finish the sentence. So we could say, most places in this town close. What did you choose, sorry, early or late? Wait a minute.
Ah, okay, okay.
Hector, did you choose early or late?
Late.
Okay, so no, most places in this town close late. In
Close
spite
late.
of that, in spite of that, what else can you add?
In spite
In
of that,
spite of that,
mm, I don't know, teach. Sorry.
okay,
In spite
okay,
of that.
don't worry. Luis Ernesto, you raise your hand.
Most places in this town close early.
In spite of
In
that,
spite of that, exists an area for nightlife.
there is an area, there is.
For nightlife.
There is an area for nightlife. Okay. Now, who has an example with late? So we can finish Hector's idea. Who has an example with late?
I will say the most place in this town closed late. In spite of that, neighborhood is not so safe.
The neighborhood is not so safe. Okay. Who was talking to me before?
Me, Cristina, Lucila.
Okay. Do you have an example?
I just say the example that the most place in this town is closed late. In spite of that, neighborhood is not so safe. And
Okay.
7.
7.
The areas around this town are many suburban. Nevertheless, there is some beautiful parks.
There are.
There are
Some beautiful parks.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Anybody who would like to participate? Anybody else?
The areas around this town are mainly rural, urban, nevertheless, it is difficult to live there because there is a lot of pollution.
Okay, so sorry, I heard rural and urban. Which one did you choose?
Okay, most places in this town close.
Jeremias?
Yes, teacher.
Which one did you choose, rural or urban?
Urban.
Okay, so repeat the idea, please. These are the areas.
The areas around this town are mainly urban.
Nevertheless,
it's difficult to live there because there is a lot of pollution.
okay. However, remember that nevertheless is a contraction. So if it is urban, you know that it is pollution. Okay. So there will be an idea contrasting here. For example, areas.
There's no transportation there. Maybe.
Could be, The areas around the town are mainly urban. Nevertheless, there is no transportation or a good transportation system here, right? So this gives us a contrary, an opposite idea, okay? So let's see. Life in Sydney. When I say Sydney, I just remember about Finding Nemo, the movie. So, let's see. So we are going to listen to Maria and Ian talk about life in Sydney. Who seems to enjoy living there? And then at the same time, you can check on letter B. Which person has this opinion? So you're going to check on the person who has these opinions. Just give me a to play.
Unit 3, Lesson B, page 24, Exercise 5, Life in Sydney, Part A. Listen to Maria and Ian talk about life in Sydney. Who seems to enjoy living there more?
How do you enjoy living in Sydney, Maria?
I love it. I lived in a little mountain town in the US before I moved here, so I'm really enjoying Sydney life. And the climate is great most of the year.
What do you like most about it?
Well, for one thing, it's a very easy city to get around. The public transportation is pretty good, which is important for me because I don't have a car. So, you see, I use buses and trains most of the time. I can usually get wherever I want to pretty easily.
How about you, Ian?
Well, it's a very beautiful city. I love the harbor and the opera house, and the beaches are great, of course.
Oh, yeah, the beaches are great. There are great beaches close to town, like Bondi Beach.
I know, it's true, but I don't have a lot of time to go to the beach because I have to work 2 jobs to make enough money to pay the rent. Actually, I'd really prefer to live somewhere smaller. I find Sydney too fast, too noisy, and definitely too expensive.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'm just lucky, but my rent's not bad at all. Actually, since I'm splitting the rent with 2 roommates now, it's about the same as I was paying in the US. And, yeah, I love the nightlife here too. On weekends, my friends and I usually go to a club or a place with live music. There's always something interesting going on downtown. I've made lots of friends since I moved here.
That's great. Ian, what do you do for fun in Sydney?
Well, not much, I'm afraid. It's so expensive to do anything here. Also, because of the high rents, I can only afford to live out in the suburbs. And there isn't much happening out there, believe me. I guess once in a while I'd like to go to Chinatown, though. There are plenty of restaurants there where you can eat fairly cheaply. Good ones, too.
Is that right? I can't seem to find cheap food anywhere. In fact, the restaurants near me are so pricey that I hardly ever eat out.
All right, here's a question. If you could change one thing about the city, what would it be?
The traffic, without a doubt. I used to drive back in my hometown, but I hardly ever drive here. There are far too many cars, and drivers are very aggressive. You have to know where you're going, and you have to drive fast, otherwise other drivers can be really rude.
See, I don't have a car, so that doesn't really bother me. Actually, I wouldn't change anything. It's so much better here than in the tiny little town where I used to live.
I don't know. Sometimes I think life is better back home. Sure, it's smaller, but it's easier to live a good life, and you get to know the people better too.
Let's listen again.
Unit 3, Lesson B, page 24, Exercise 5, Life in Sydney, Part A. Listen to Maria and Ian talk about life in Sydney. Who seems to enjoy living there more?
How do you enjoy living in Sydney, Maria?
I love it. I lived in a little mountain town in the US before I moved here, so I'm really enjoying Sydney life. And the climate is great most of the year.
What do you like most about it?
Well, for one thing, it's a very easy city to get around. The public transportation is pretty good, which is important for me because I don't have a car. So, you see, I use buses and trains most of the time. I can usually get wherever I want to pretty easily.
How about you, Ian?
Well, it's a very beautiful city. I love the harbor and the opera house, and the beaches are great, of course.
Oh, yeah, the beaches are great. There are great beaches close to town, like Bondi Beach.
I know, it's true, but I don't have a lot of time to go to the beach because I have to work 2 jobs to make enough money to pay the rent. Actually, I'd really prefer to live somewhere smaller. I find Sydney too fast, too noisy, and definitely too expensive.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'm just lucky, but my rent's not bad at all. Actually, since I'm splitting the rent with 2 roommates now, it's about the same as I was paying in the US. And, yeah, I love the nightlife here too. On weekends, my friends and I usually go to a club or a place with live music. There's always something interesting going on downtown. I've made lots of friends since I moved here.
That's great. Ian, what do you do for fun in Sydney?
Well, not much, I'm afraid. It's so expensive to do anything here. Also, because of the high rents, I can only afford to live out in the suburbs. And there isn't much happening out there, believe me. I guess once in a while I'd like to go to Chinatown, though. There are plenty of restaurants there where you can eat fairly cheaply. Good ones, too.
Is that right? I can't seem to find cheap food anywhere. In fact, the restaurants near me are so pricey that I hardly ever eat out.
All right, here's a question. If you could change one thing about the city, what would it be?
The traffic, without a doubt. I used to drive back in my hometown, but I hardly ever drive here. There are far too many cars, and drivers are very aggressive. You have to know where you're going, and you have to drive fast, otherwise other drivers can be really rude.
See, I don't have a car, so that doesn't really bother me. Actually, I wouldn't change anything. It's so much better here than in the tiny little town where I used to live.
I don't know. Sometimes I think life is better back home. Sure, it's smaller, but it's easier to live a good life, and you get to know the people better too.
Well, so who seems to enjoy living there more? Maria or Ian?
Will be
Maria.
Maria, right? Yeah. And then number 1, it's easy to get around Sydney. Who said that? Maria, Ian, or both?
Maria.
Both.
Maria.
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 That's
No,
Maria.
Maria.
That's Maria.
Maria.
2, the beaches are great.
Both.
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 Both. 3, the rents are expensive.
Ian.
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 4, it's a fun place to live.
Maria.
Maria.
Uh-huh. Maria. 5, the restaurants are all expensive.
Both.
Maria.
Both.
Both.
And 6, life is better in a smaller town.
Ian.
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 Okay, very good. Those are the answers. So check your answers, please. Because I am going to erase right now. Good job. Okay, so let's continue. And we have quality of life. Rate these quality of life issues as very important, or not important. Can you add more to the list? You can add one more. So we have affordable housing. You have to choose if it is important, very important for you. You're going to write a number 2 here. If it is important, you write 1. If it is not important for you, you're going to write 0. Okay. Then we have a variety of restaurants, beautiful parks, convenient public transportation, exciting nightlife, first-class healthcare, historic neighborhoods, low crime rates, decent weather, varied retail shops, wireless hot spots. You can add another one here, another item, another situation here. And remember that in each of them, for each of them, you have to write 2, 1, or 0. 2, very important. 1, important. 0, not important. So do it right now, please. 1 minute to classify or to rate the items. 1 minute to classify them, please. Okay, so now you're going to go to breakout rooms and you're going to discuss these issues. You're going to discuss with your classmates. You know, it says, yeah, which three issues are the most important to you personally when considering where to live? Okay, that is your personal opinion. Okay, so you can say anything about them. Okay, so which are the three most important for you personally? And you are going to mention them and explain them to your classmates. Okay, so I hope you're ready. Now our three breakout. Please take advantage of time. I will
Hijo de pucha, que estoy solo.
So let's continue. Book. We have just went to one of the colors.
With a lot in common.
Este es Rafa, el 15.
Okay, I am going to ask some of you to read.
8 a.m. hay que estar por el hotel en Barcelona. El Barcelona ha dicho ahorita, pendiente de modificar hora. Como a las 8 de la mañana hay que estar por ahí pendiente, me dijeron.
Remember to turn off your microphones if you want to participate. So, Wilmer, where are you, Wilmer?
Here I am, teacher, but as you can see, I'm still in the traffic, so it's so difficult. But I think that I'll be at home in a little over half an hour, so I'm going to connect from home, and we are going to argue something about the class.
Okay, I thought you were at home now, but it's raining, so it creates more traffic, right? Okay, so let's listen to Claudina. Read, please. We have rivals with a lot in common. What's the truth behind a rivalry? Did you remember in Sydney? I didn't know they were rivals. It's interesting. So, Claudina, start reading, please.
Okay, teacher, what the two?
Excuse me?
Listen, teacher.
Oh, you have to read. According. Read, please. Read this paragraph.
According to my boss, the living in the paradise where ideas are discussed and are the celebrated. And life is beautiful and sunrise. Trying to live in the same kind of place. Only better, novel can agree on how the rivalry between Chandelier and Mabel Star, but is been going on for as long as anyone can remember. Continue, teacher.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, I will ask Edison to continue.
Which part is have to read?
The second paragraph, this one.
Okay. If you believe the stereotypes that full this rivalry, Melbourne is just a quaint coastal city with nothing to do unless you're into indie music, festivals, and the slow-paced lifestyle. While Sydney is expensive, unfriendly place with a focus on business and no place to park. If you believe what Melbournians and Sydney Sider say, that cities don't have much in common except that they both Australian cities whose residents love where they live.
You. Hector Miguel, continue, please.
Okay. Okay. In reality, Sydney is warm, beautiful city with lots of great cross harbor ferries and world-class beaches. While Melbourne right in the city beaches are near chloroform neighborhood where there are plenty of things To do for entertainment. Continue?
No, right there. Thank you.
Okay.
Now, Alvaro, continue, please. Just let me.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, both. Please
Both,
read.
yeah, both Melbourne and Sydney have fabulous restaurants during cuisine from just about anywhere in the world. About offer nightlife possibilities with something for everyone. In addition, both cities feature year-round schedule of art and music festivals, as well as other cultural events catering to every taste. And their excellent public transportation system helps you get around easily. Continue, teacher?
Here starts. No, right there, it's fine. Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's listen to Rigoberto. Are you there?
Yes, excuse me, teacher, but the camera is have a problem with the camera. The camera.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, but
Read continue, please. It's true.
okay. It's true that Melbourne tends to have less rain than Sydney, and that Sydney's average temperatures are higher, but it's wonderfully pleasant in either place. And while the cost of living is a little lower in Melbourne and salaries are higher in Sydney, prices in both really are quite comparable.
You. And now let's listen to Jeremias. Finish, please. So,
So what the rivalry all about? It probably comes down to civic pride. Residents of both of these world-class cities are rightly proud of where they live, and so there are differences. That difference are not really all that extreme. If you're not convinced, visit both ends and see yourself.
here. So now you have to read again and then write true, false, or NG. NG is for information not given in the article. Information that is not in the article, write NG. So read please again, read by yourself and answer. Do you have the book with you so you can read below? Do you have the book so you can read?
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Okay.
Yes, I have it.
Okay, so please read again and answer. We're going to check in 2 minutes. So let's check.
Wait, teacher.
Are we finished?
Yes.
Teacher, what is the correct pronunciation? River, right? Or
No, it's rivalry. Rivalry.
rivalry?
Rival. We have rivalry.
Okay, thank you.
So number 1.
Nobody can agree on how the rivalry between Sydney and Melbourne started, but it's been going on for as long as anyone can remember.
Okay, so the rivalry between Sydney and Melbourne is a recent development. True or
False. False.
It's false. Then 2, life in Sydney, like in Melbourne, can also be slow.
False.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Only in Melbourne.
It's false. Only in Melbourne.
So if information is missing,
It's
it's
not given.
NG.
Not given.
Yeah. Then 3, it's hard to get anywhere in Melbourne without a car.
No given.
False.
Are you sure?
Absolutely.
And
No.
it costs slightly less to live than it does in Sydney.
It's true.
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 False.
Okay, those are the answers. Check. And
Déjame un pedacito
we
para
check on the pronunciation.
No, pero no es
Of some of the words.
para ponerle en esa pita.
People, please turn off your microphone. Okay. So let's see. Have, according to Melbournians, they live in paradise where ideas are discussed.
Discuss.
Discussed. Okay, repeat please. Discussed.
Discuss.
Okay, we have celebrated.
Celebrated.
Celebrated. Claim.
Claim.
Nobody. Rivalry.
Rivalry.
Anyone.
Anyone.
Ah, it's this one too. Between.
Between.
Stereotypes.
Okay, thank you. Stereotypes. Indie.
Indie.
This one is business.
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 Business. Business.
Business.
Lifestyle. Lifestyle.
Lifestyle.
Lifestyle.
Lifestyle.
Lifestyle.
Lifestyle.
Lifestyle.
See,
Lifestyle.
colorful.
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 Colorful. To have neighborhoods.
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 Plenty.
Featuring.
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 Featuring. Cuisine.
Then we have cuisine.
Cuisine. Cuisine. Cuisine.
Year round.
Year round.
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 Schedule.
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 Quit.
Average.
Average.
Average. Average. Average. Temperature.
Temperature.
Temperatures.
Wonderfully.
Wonderfully.
Wonderful.
Wonderfully.
Pleasant.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
pleasant.
pleasant.
Pleasant. Pleasant. Pleasant.
Prices.
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 And we have proud.
Proud.
Do. Extreme. Convince.
Convince.
I would like to suggest you, and this is for everybody because all of us are learning and all of us can improve. Watch TV in English. If you have Netflix, watch it in English. If you have Amazon Prime and all that platforms that there are now, where you can watch TV, watch it in English. That will help you a lot. And without subtitles in Spanish. Use subtitles in English, but not in Spanish. In Spanish, subtitles in Spanish won't help you at all. It won't help you.
Yes. Teacher.
Yes.
Excuse me. I need a subject. A subject about the ever that I hear. I hear some video or any song or anything about English in English, and I ever translate the, the in my mind translate. I come to left. I come to left. I come to left. Let the translate the pronunciation. I don't know why.
You translate.
Yes.
So don't do it anymore.
But how to do that?
You are good. You are used to do it, right? You are used to it, but I cannot tell you so much about it. The only thing is that you have to try to do it. Or I don't know. How much TV do you watch in English?
Nothing.
Nothing. In my case, nothing because I don't have TV.
Okay, but you have YouTube because that helps you a lot. That helps you a lot.
I watch tutorials in English.
Yeah, there are, but there are about the problem that Rigoberto, right, was telling that to watch TV or videos in English help you a lot with that.
Yes.
Israel.
In my case, teacher, I see series in English, for example, Power Rangers, something like that.
Uh-huh.
I,
Yeah, that's...
I normally teach in the morning. I listen the news radio in English. I share apps in the cell phone. There are all radio station American.
Yeah, I hear American stations too. There are online. American radios online. That helps you a lot with listening. You get phrases that they use too. That helps you. But if you don't have Netflix, but all of you have YouTube. So let's watch videos and
In the phone.
movies. In English, and that will
Yeah.
help you, Rigoberto.
I
And
watch
try.
TV only in English, teacher.
Okay, that's good. That's really good.
My cell phone is it's only English.
Okay, great. Cecilia?
Yes, I'm going to share some page that I usually use to learn about English listening with songs. So I'm going
Okay,
to send
great.
to the chat box.
Okay, awesome.
But teacher, the way that the way to learn for everybody is different. Each other. I have a problem because
Yes.
I had to I come to left the to translate anything that I hear in English. I don't know how to do.
Because you were taught in that way.
Yeah.
The teachers gave you the lessons in that way, right? When you started learning. That's why you got used to it. And it's something really hard to avoid because you're really used to it. But if you consume material in English, then you will have more ideas in English in your mind. You will have more vocabulary in your mind, and it will help you. It's not you will overcome it in a day, but you can get it. Edison?
Teacher, sometimes I use application to learn more English.
Use apps, okay?
Yeah,
It's
it's
good.
I have two applications. One's calls You Talk. It's like ¿cómo podría decir? Salas, and you can speak English with a person in the other country.
Are they for free or do you pay for them?
It's free.
Nice,
I
you
use
see?
You Talk and Tandem. And
Okay.
sometimes I talk with person in other
I
country.
think
Oh, wow.
the teacher Angel fue, ¿verdad? Que teacher
Yeah,
Angel
the teacher
Was the
Angel
one recommended them or suggested them.
What the name?
So share them with your classmates, Alex.
Let me see. I will write in the chat.
Yes, Cecilia
How
is
the name
sending you links to.
put from the chat the link.
You know, in YouTube too, for fluency, there are videos about shadowing too. I will share one of them, and then you can continue watching, looking for more. You talk, yeah. I have one app in my cell phone, but I have never had the time to use it. I don't know if that is the one. No.
YouTube is very interesting.
I have realized, but I have never used it. I don't know if it works.
You teaching English in the UCA and the university teacher.
Yeah, the University of El Salvador. But I work with a distance program. Okay, let's take attendance. Alejandra. Álvaro.
I'm here, teacher.
Anderson is here. Aníbal is here.
I'm here, teacher.
Cecilia Beatriz is here. Cristina Ileana.
Hello, teacher. I'm here.
Okay. Edison is here. Angie.
Present, teacher.
Okay. I hadn't seen you, sorry. Gabriela Noemi.
I'm here, teacher.
Okay. Jeremias is here.
Present,
Gloria
teacher.
is here. Guadalupe del Carmen. Héctor Alexi. No, he's not. Israel is here. Jennifer Gabriela. Jose Heriberto is here.
Present, teacher.
Josué Reinaldo is here. Julia is here.
Present, teacher.
Crisia. Lucila, Cristina.
Present, teacher.
Yes, right. Yeah, I remember now. Luis Ernesto is here. Marcela María. María Claudina is here.
Present.
Marisa is here. Natalie is here. Pamela. Ricardo Ernesto. Rigoberto is here. Roxana.
Present, teacher.
Wilber is here. Luz
Here,
María. Okay. Emily. Cecilia Guadalupe is here, right?
Here, teacher.
Okay, Guillermo is here. And Héctor Miguel. Okay.
Here, teacher.
Okay, great. So let's take the pictures. It's only one picture today. No, it's two. I got now two. Okay. So let's see. Let's smile. Well, anyways, 1, 2, smile. Just give me a moment to take the other one. Yes. My computer has become slow to sleep. Let me see. No, I will take another one. I made a mistake. I'm so sorry. So again, smile. 1, 2. Sorry.
It's Friday.
Yeah. 3.
Smile. Cheers.
Okay. You are. See, in the second screen. Again, smile please because this is for the second screen. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're going to have the break right now. Remember, it's 10 minutes, okay?
Teacher,
Yes, sir.
can you check my attendance?
Your attendance.
Teacher? Yes, my attendance. Can you
Is
check?
it Rigoberto? Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, I knew that you
yes,
were
I
here.
am.
Don't worry.
Okay, thank you,
Yeah,
teacher.
you're present. Don't worry. Okay, 10 minutes,
Yes,
people.
I
See
need
you in 10
I
minutes.
try to
I tried to. Okay. This is ready. Gloria's ready. Great. Joshua's ready. Good. So you're going to have, I'm going to send you a link. English with music. Okay, thank you very much. Ah, by the way, Rigoberto, I sent a link, a YouTube link to the WhatsApp chat. Watch it, please. So do this activity. This is really simple. It's to review adjectives. Do it, please. And share, sorry, and share the results through the Zoom chat. Please, Zoom chat, not WhatsApp chat. Zoom chat.
Thank you, teacher, for the link.
Okay. So open the link, please. It's in both chats. Open it and do the activity. When you have the results, when you finish, share it through here in the Zoom chat. Open it, please. Wilmer, Lucila, Angie, Cecilia, Guillermo, Gabriela, Roxana, Edison, Álvaro, we're back. Israel, Anderson and Natalie, are you here? So are you opening the link?
Yes.
Okay. Please. So open the link. Active.
Yes, teacher. Yeah, open the link. I'm opening.
You have to play.
Ah, yes, open it and play.
Hmm?
You have to do the activity.
What I do?
Ah, the opposite of who? Which?
Open the link and play the game. Again, Cecilia, Guadalupe, Roxana, Israel. Excuse me, Guillermo.
Push algo. Push a donde dice opposite adjective. Iniciar.
Yes.
Oh, Dios. The opposite of old.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing the results in this chat. Okay, Gabriela, your answers.
What
How
is
many
the way
points did you get?
to share, teacher?
What? But you haven't finished. When you finish,
Yes,
take a screenshot of the results and
Yeah,
send them through the chat.
I already finished, teacher, but I don't know how to send it.
You have to take a screenshot.
I didn't know how to play, but
Teacher, I take the screenshot. Were the same?
Excuse me, Hector.
I have a screenshot. Where?
You have to send it here through the Zoom chat.
I use chat.
No, here in Zoom.
Okay. Thank you.
So take a screenshot.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's do it together once. So
The
you
opposite of
tell me the
love.
answers.
Low.
Tell
High.
me the answers. The opposite of old,
Young.
young. Okay, young.
Cheap. Cheap. The opposite of cheap.
Tall,
Rich.
Short.
tall,
No.
Short.
Tall is
Short.
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 Full.
Bad,
Good.
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 good. Good. Quick,
Strong.
Strong.
strong,
The
strong.
opposite of bad. Good.
Cheap,
Expensive.
Expensive.
The opposite
expensive.
of poor. Rich.
Big,
Small.
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 More.
Small.
Dangerous,
Cheap. Safe.
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 safe,
Safe.
safe. Hot,
Cold.
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 beautiful,
Ugly.
Ugly.
hungry.
Hungry.
Poor,
Rich.
Higher. Finish, teacher.
Rich.
¿Y ahora qué hago?
okay, take a screenshot.
The opposite.
Difficult.
See?
Difficult.
Difficult.
and now
Take the screenshot.
Right,
Right.
Wrong.
Wrong. Wrong.
Wrong.
slow,
Fast.
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 low,
High.
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 Hot.
Clean,
Dirty.
Dirty.
Dirty. Dirty.
Empty.
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 Dark.
Light.
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 Like.
And same.
Different.
Different.
I'm getting more results.
Teacher, I don't know how to do this.
How to take the
Screenshot.
screenshot. Okay,
Yeah.
there's a key. Are you in a computer or in a cell phone?
No, in a computer.
Okay, in a computer, there's a key that says IMP, and then it says PNT. IMP, PNT. Do you find it?
No, teacher.
No.
I cannot do it now.
Okay, don't worry. I will send you later a video or tutorial how or
Okay, thank
some info how to find a key. Okay, don't worry about it.
I am the same.
So let's see.
Windows logo and then print print if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, we're going to do this activity. Look at the items. Can you think of a personal example of each one you have? Number one, something you're into or not into by doing yourself. What is to be into something? To be into something, what is it? Like here you have, I'm really into going to art galleries by myself. What's the meaning of that? I'm into, what is it?
Like
To do something.
to do something.
Like?
To do something.
To do something?
Could
But
be,
why?
for example, drive a car or use a machine.
That would be like some hobbies that you like to do in your free
Yeah,
time.
it's something that you like to do. That's the idea. Something that you really like to do. Like in here, he goes to art galleries by himself. So it's something that he likes to do. Then, and if you are not into it because you don't like to do that, then that kind of music you feel like listening when you are in a bad mood. What is bad mood?
When you feel stressed, maybe, or when you don't feel.
Yeah. You are bad. If you are bad, you're angry, maybe you're stressed, you don't want to do anything. You
For
don't want
example,
anybody to
salsa.
talk to you. For example,
Salsa.
repeat it.
Salsa.
Salsa.
Yeah.
Salsa
Why
music.
It's the kind of music that made me mood.
So you don't like salsa?
No.
No.
Okay.
Even though reggaeton, I don't like, I hate.
Yeah.
That makes me
when,
bad with a bad mood.
okay, in a bad mood. Okay. Then something that you like doing when you're stressed out. What is to be stressed out?
For example, I used to travel, drive a lot.
When
Long
you're
distance.
stressed out, you drive a lot. Oh, so you get stressed because you drive.
No, I distress when I drive.
Okay.
Relax.
I get you.
I relax.
Yeah. Then a household chore you don't mind. What is don't mind? What is don't
care.
mind?
Don't care about.
That you don't care. Then we have can't stand. What is can't stand?
Can't stand.
Can stand.
You
Could
can't
be
support something.
You
can
can't, the word is tolerate. Okay, support means to help. Okay, to support is to help.
That's right.
Yeah, so that you can tolerate.
For
So the
example,
opposite, right? So they are opposites. Don't mind and can stand are opposites. Because here, don't mind, you don't, doesn't, what's the word you use? You don't care about it. You don't care about it. But here, you can stand. You
can
can
stand. Okay.
tolerate. Then something you avoid. You avoid doing if possible. What is to avoid?
Not to do.
Is to prevent.
Not
To prevent.
To prevent.
not to do something.
Not to do it.
To do something.
Omit.
Okay. To omit it. Yeah. So think about those situations, those items for your personal case. Because in a minute, you are going to go to breakout rooms and you have to share the 5 items. You have the example here. I'm really into going to art galleries by myself. That way I can spend as much time as I want. You can say, but this is an example, right? Oh, I'm just the opposite. I don't really like going to galleries. It's nice to share the experience with someone. But it can be anything that you're into. Okay, so think a little bit about it. I am going to create breakouts so you can share with other people. But first, I am going to share the activity for the ones that have. So remember, in the breakout rooms, you are going to discuss these items. Okay, it's your personal opinion, so don't worry about giving your opinion. Okay, there you go. Roxana. Roxana.
Something that I think, for example, listen to music Without
What are the others? Okay, we're going to continue discussing, and for this activity, you're going to use these expressions. Let's review. A city should provide. Because here you're going to give or suggest improvements. What is an improvement? What is an improvement?
Like
kind of
getting
change.
better something.
Uh-huh. Okay, so you're going to suggest it or make recommendations in how to the city could improve. So you're going to use phrases like the city should provide, the city are to, plus this is should, okay? Should to the, it's the same idea. Because wouldn't it be nice if, can you repeat it? Wouldn't
Wouldn't it be nice?
Wouldn't
it be nice if?
Wouldn't
It
it
be
be
nice
nice
if?
Nice
if
if?
wouldn't it
Wouldn't it be nice if?
wouldn't it be
wouldn't it
nice
be
if
nice
Nice
if
if?
And we have, it will make a lot of sense to. It will make
it would make
a
a
lot
A
of
lot
lot
of
of
sense
sense.
to
it could make a lot of sense to
So you're going to suggest improvements for your city. Okay, think a little bit about it. Improvements in your city. Recommendations for your city. You have an example here. We think the city shouldn't allow cars in the downtown area on weekends. It would be nice to be able to walk around without worrying about traffic. Remember, that's just an example. So do you have, each of you must give at least, okay, listen, at least 3 recommendations for your city, okay? And please try to use the phrase. Try to use the phrases, please.
okay.
Let's see.
Teacher,
Yes.
how do you pronounce the verb planchar in English? How do you pronounce it?
What's the phrase that you have in mind?
No puedo plancharme.
Iron.
Is iron the pronunciation?
Yeah, iron.
Iron.
Yeah. But you were saying a phrase. That's why I wanted to listen to the phrase. So you meant only planchar.
Yes, planchar. How
Yeah,
do you
it's
pronounce the
iron.
verb?
Iron.
Iron.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank
Excuse
you.
me, somebody else was talking.
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Most of the people in my group can stand ironing.
Ironing. Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay, interesting. Interesting. So let's go again to breakout rooms to give suggestions for your city, okay? Give at least 3 suggestions for your city, okay? And you can take advantage and write in the Facebook of the major at the same time. Go to Facebook, the Facebook of the mayor and write them, okay? So you can take advantage of the activity. So remember 3 suggestions for your city.
3 suggestions.
Okay, we're going to continue with this activity. Everybody's about to come back. So you're going to listen to a radio show called Oh Sorry Now. What is the focus? You have to discover what is the focus of what the focus of the show is. Okay. If it is people's roommates in college, things that people should not have done in past or family vacations. And also you are going to check true or false. Read the statements and check true or false. In number 1, we have Mark made the manager think that Luke didn't want a job. 2, Mark said he should feel terrible, but he doesn't. 3, Anna buried her brother's harmonica in the desert. Anna said she should have bought her brother a drum set. Luke didn't tell his roommate that he knew about the call. And Luke thinks he should have told his roommate he knew about the call. So let's listen.
Units 1 to 3. Communication Review. Page 27. Exercise 3. Who's sorry now? Part A. Listen to a radio show called Who's Sorry Now? What is the focus of the show? Choose the correct answer.
Hello and welcome to Who's Sorry Now? Today we're going to be taking your calls about what you could have done, what you wish you'd done, and what you really should have done. Because you're sorry now. Here's our first caller. Hello, Mark.
Hi, Chris.
So, Mark, what did you do? What do you think you should, or maybe shouldn't have done?
Okay, when I was in college, I shared a house with a couple of other guys. We used to play practical jokes on each other. You know, hide each other's shoes, put salt in the sugar bowl, that kind of thing.
Okay, right.
Well, I'm pretty good at faking voices. So this one time, my roommate Luke applied for a job at a store in town. The store manager called to ask him to come in for an interview. I pretended I was Luke.
Okay.
I told him that me pretending to be Luke, that I didn't really want the job.
And?
So I didn't tell Luke about the call.
Uh-huh.
So Luke thought they weren't interested in him, and that was that.
Not very nice.
No, I felt terrible. I still do. I should have told him about the call.
So, who's sorry now, Mark?
I am. I'm really, really sorry, Luke.
Okay. Thanks, Mark. Next caller, Anna.
Well, I was on vacation with my family. We were driving around national parks. It should have been a great trip, but my brother had just gotten a harmonica for his birthday. He loved it, and he played it all the time. And I had to listen to it all the time. And he was terrible. So, we stopped at this place in the desert, and when he wasn't looking, I threw it as far away from the car as I could. When he discovered it was missing, he looked everywhere for it.
You didn't really need to throw it away, did you? You could have just hidden it.
Yeah, you're right. I should have just put it in my suitcase or something. I didn't have to throw it out. But I did.
And you're sorry now?
Yeah, very. He saved up and bought a drum set when we got home, and then I had to listen to that every night.
Aw, too bad for you. Next caller, Luke.
Hi, Chris. Your first caller was my old roommate, Mark. He told you about my job interview.
Right. He never should have pretended to be you. That was kind of mean. I bet you're feeling pretty angry after what you just heard.
No, not really. Even before Mark spoke to the manager, I'd already decided I didn't have time for a job. I really needed to study, you know? And so I called the manager to tell him. That's when he told me he already knew I didn't want the job. I knew right away what Mark had done.
So, you weren't angry when you found out?
A little. He was supposed to be one of my best friends. I probably should have told him I knew what he'd done, but I kind of enjoyed his call tonight. He's had to live with his secret all these years. So all I can say is, I got you, Mark.
Okay. That's all we have time for tonight on Who's Sorry Now? Tune in next week to hear more people talk.
Let's listen again.
Okay.
Units 1 to 3. Communication Review. Page 27. Exercise 3. Who's sorry now? Part A. Listen to a radio show called Who's Sorry Now? What is the focus of the show? Choose the correct answer.
Hello and welcome to Who's Sorry Now? Today, we're going to be taking your calls about what you could have done, what you wish you'd done, and what you really should have done. Because you're sorry now. Here's our first caller. Hello, Mark.
Hi, Chris.
So, Mark, what did you do? What do you think you should, or maybe shouldn't, have done?
Okay, when I was in college, I shared a house with a couple of other guys. We used to play practical jokes on each other. You know, hide each other's shoes, put salt in the sugar bowl, that kind of thing.
Okay, right.
Well, I'm pretty good at faking voices. So this one time, my roommate Luke applied for a job at a store in town. The store manager called to ask him to come in for an interview. I pretended I was Luke.
Okay.
I told him that me pretending to be Luke, that I didn't really want the job.
And?
So I didn't tell Luke about the call.
Uh-huh.
So Luke thought they weren't interested in him, and that was that.
Not very nice.
No, I felt terrible. I still do. I should have told him about the call.
So, who's sorry now, Mark?
I am. I'm really, really sorry, Luke.
Okay. Thanks, Mark. Next caller, Anna.
Well, I was on vacation with my family. We were driving around national parks. It should have been a great trip, but my brother had just gotten a harmonica for his birthday. He loved it, and he played it all the time. And I had to listen to it all the time. And he was terrible. So, we stopped at this place in the desert, and when he wasn't looking, I threw it as far away from the car as I could. When he discovered it was missing, he looked everywhere for it.
You didn't really need to throw it away, did you? You could have just hidden it.
Yeah, you're right. I should have just put it in my suitcase or something. I didn't have to throw it out. But I did.
And you're sorry now?
Yeah, very. He saved up and bought a drum set when we got home, and then I had to listen to that every night.
Aw, too bad for you. Next caller, Luke.
Hi, Chris. Your first caller was my old roommate, Mark. He told you about my job interview.
Right. He never should have pretended to be you. That was kind of mean. I bet you're feeling pretty angry after what you just heard.
No, not really. Even before Mark spoke to the manager, I'd already decided I didn't have time for a job. I really needed to study, you know? And so I called the manager to tell him. That's when he told me he already knew I didn't want the job. I knew right away what Mark had done.
So, you weren't angry when you found out?
A little. He was supposed to be one of my best friends. I probably should have told him I knew what he'd done, but I kind of enjoyed his call tonight. He's had to live with his secret all these years. So all I can say is, I got you, Mark.
Okay. That's all we have time for tonight on Who's Sorry Now? Tune in next week to hear more people talk.
Do you need to listen again or it's fine? Do you need to listen again or not?
No.
No.
Again,
No.
please.
So, what is the context of the show?
Think that people should.
Yes, let it be.
Done in the past.
Things
B.
people should or shouldn't have done in the past. Then, Mark made the manager think that Luke didn't want a job. True or false?
True.
True. 2. Mark said he should feel terrible, but he doesn't.
False.
False.
In the desert. False. And what happened?
He threw away the harmonica.
Yes. What did she do with the harmonica?
She threw it.
Yeah,
She
she
threw
threw it. She threw it. Good. 4. Anna said she shouldn't have bought her brother a drum set. True or false?
True.
True.
It's false.
True.
False.
False.
5. Yeah, it's false. 5.
Okay.
Luke didn't tell his roommate that he knew about the call. True or false?
True.
And Luke thinks he should have told his roommate he knew about the call.
False.
Thinks he should have told his roommate he knew about the call. It's true.
True.
It's true. Now check your answers, please. And let's see.
Yes, I did something very bad.
Okay, have you ever made a mistake like the ones on the radio show? Would you consider calling a show like Who's Sorry Now to talk about it?
Yes.
Yes. Tell me more.
Something like I did. One time, I found I was with a friend, and we found a piece of sweet bread in the floor of the bathroom, and we gave to other friend. He was hungry all the time, and he eat the sweet bread. And he didn't tell told him to where we find the sweet bread. That was that I did.
You can tell him.
We didn't talk. We didn't tell him about it.
And what?
I'm so sorry. I still so sorry about it.
Okay. So would you call a show like Who's Sorry Now to talk about it?
No,
Why?
because he's going to kill me. Yeah, it was a very bad action that we did.
Gloria,
Yes, teacher.
have you ever made a mistake like the ones in the radio?
No, I don't, teacher.
Excuse me?
I don't, teacher. I don't see.
Okay, but do you listen to me?
Yes.
Okay, so have you ever made a mistake like the ones on the radio show?
Mm, no, teacher.
I haven't.
No.
Okay, Wilmer, you raise your hand.
Yeah, exactly. Because I'm gonna tell you what's happening when I was in high school, and I used to say and to make up too many excuses in order to do not go to school. For example, I tell to my parents I am sick, so they love me a lot, and they believe that I am telling the truth because they trust me. So now I regret what I did when I was in high school.
And would you consider calling a show like Who's Sorry Now? Talk about it?
Sorry, teacher, could you please speak aloud?
Okay, would you consider calling a show like Who's Sorry Now to talk about it?
Yes, I consider that because of this, I said I regret, and I am not happy what I did in high school. I would like to go to the past and try to erase this phase of my life, but it is impossible to travel in the past.
Okay. Who else? The ones that haven't participated today, like, let's see. Erica, are you still here? Erica, Angie, are you still here?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so have you ever made a mistake like the ones in the radar?
No, I haven't, teacher.
Okay, so you will behave always. You always will behave. Okay.
What?
You always behave.
Behave. What is behave?
To do all the things right, to be obedient, to help at home, to get good grades, to do everything that is correct. Correct and only the correct stuff.
Not always, but about that that example, I haven't.
Okay, but any other example?
Um, Well, I don't know if it's the same, but when I was a child, a teenager, and my brother went with her with his friends to the I don't know how to say feria
Fair.
fair, and he told me that please don't tell to my mother, and I say if he do the thing that I want, I didn't tell to my mother. So he do some things, but at the end I tell to my mother, and
Okay.
my mother castigó. I don't know.
Punished.
Punish to my brother. Yeah.
Okay, so he did,
I
and
broke my promise.
broke
Yeah.
your promise. Okay, and he was punished. Cecilia Guadalupe,
Yes, teacher.
have you ever made a mistake like the ones on the radio show?
Yes, yes. I think that all sometimes how make a mistake.
For
In my
example?
in my case, yes. For example, when I was a a a teenager, I could I could be I could be study in the college, uh, but just in the college in the university.
College? Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
college. No, no,
Yeah.
in the university. Yes, but I can't study for for many for many situation
Okay,
for
I couldn't
I couldn't
study,
I
study.
couldn't study for many situations in my life, but I I couldn't I could study now, and but I I I I I should like no me hubiera gustado
I would have
I
liked. I
I
would
would
have
I
liked.
I would highlight I would high like study when I was a more young.
I was young.
I was young.
Okay.
Okay.
And the last person, time is over. So one more. By the way, Cecilia, do you practice with Hector?
Can you repeat, please?
Do you practice English with Hector?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
we try.
You try.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm reading, I'm speaking all day.
Okay. Okay, great.
I try to
Yeah.
watch the program in English between.
Okay, it's good.
Yes.
It's good.
In in the house, we try to watch all series or all movies in English.
Okay, that's great. Good. Okay, Aníbal, you're the last one. Have you ever made a mistake like the ones on the radio show?
Yeah, teacher. I
Uh-huh.
remember was at the university, but I mistake. I enter or go in the wrong classroom, but I I I attend for maybe 30 minutes, 30 minutes receiving the other class,
Receiving,
but
receiving,
receiving
receiving.
the other class, but I don't any any class, but my career, but it's a mistake. But it's very it's very funny now.
You
But
didn't recognize any classmates.
yeah,
Okay, that was fun. Okay, people, time is over. On Monday, we're having the evaluation of Unit 3. And don't forget to work on the activities in Google Classroom. Okay? So
thank
have a
you.
nice weekend. See
Okay,
you. Take
Good
care.
night.
Thank you. You too,
One
Good night,
day.
teacher.
teacher.
Good night.
Bye. Have a
Teacher,
nice weekend,
Bye-bye.
guys.
weekend.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone. Have a good night.
Nice
Bye bye.
weekend.
Nice
Bye-bye.
Bye
weekend.
bye,
Bye, guys.
Guillermo.
Bye.
Behave
Goodbye,
good,
Julita.
Guillermo.
Everyone.
Bye.
Nice.
Bye. Take care, Julita.
Thank you. You too, Guillermo.